Hi folks, this is my video log on March the 14th, 2015, channel 01 to 1975. We're going to take a look today at negative and positives, and well, let's start off with it. It would seem that decluttering is a positive thing, which I have been doing more or less non-stop every single week since I moved to where I am, and more of it this week. It's with me, decluttering is more of an issue of just getting rid of stuff that I just don't need. Most of the time I don't feel much of a release because there's just so much of it. Probably when I get down to the last of it, I will probably feel very relieved. And lots of people feel when they're decluttering, it's a release that they've held on to stuff for a very long time, and it's meant that they're able to let go. With me, it's more the weight of something, and I'm cut off from that emotion of letting go of things. It's more the fact that I just get rid of it. Today I was with my children, and that is obviously positive. I had also a problem today that obviously with the various travelling to get back and forth and various people I'm meeting on the way, there was an issue that I had to deal with, and my gut instinct was telling me that I need to do the reverse of what my mind was telling me, and both were quite dramatic, and both had consequences. And I had various different things that I wanted to try out as well, and when it came down to it, my mind was telling me to do one thing, my gut was telling me to do another, my heart was telling me to do something else. But I think my instinct, which is something that I thought was very similar to my gut, was just to keep going. And when I kept going, everything worked out fine. Nothing had changed. So, is it because I've lost touch of my mind and what my mind is telling me to do? Have I lost touch of my heart and what my heart is telling me what to do? I feel I've definitely lost touch of my gut instinct. So I'm just going with my intuition. So maybe that's telling me something in itself. The other thing as well is it's I think, so I was speaking to somebody today about various different changes that I had seen over the past few years, and I was saying to this person that I know for a while on the train, who's actually progressed to a new job. I said, look, I'm sounding negative, and he said, oh well, I've always looked at you as a really positive person, and we're talking about acting, and I said I'm most positive when I'm actually acting, and that's where I'm most comfortable. I'm most comfortable where I'm in front of a 1,000 people performing. I'm most comfortable in front of a camera. I'm most comfortable presenting something. But when it comes into a social situation with people, I just fall apart. And that's true. That's just basically the yin and yang of it. And I don't know what to make of all that. The other thing, one thing that I was told by the same guy was that, and one thing that I probably realised is that too much of my life has become sidetracked. As I feel at this minute, I've not achieved much in my life. Simply because every time I'm getting sidetracked, I'm going off in one direction when I just need to keep on to that direction. And a final thing, the final sort of bringing this video log together, sounding really negative, is I think that negativity is the tree of our lives, the tree of our experience. And the deeds that we do are the flowers, those are the positive things. Our friends are the positive things. Love and that connection is a positive thing. Those are the fruits of everything. And in fact, I've probably come to the conclusion that our lives are very negative unless you make them positive. And obviously what I try and do is to get through each day and try and to see positive connections. But it's very difficult when you're alone a lot of the time. I think back to what Brendan said to me really recently was that I think over the next few weeks I need to dig deeper than intuition, gut, heart, head. I need to actually dig really deeper to just make sure that the direction I'm on is the right direction. I've got no doubts about the acting side of things because that's always with me. And one thing that I always feel is that the archaeology that I'm involved in is very, very negative. Archaeology, by the very nature of it, is very, very negative, and I've just got to make sure that slowly but surely I move away continually from this negativity. There's so much disparities, as I've kept saying over the past couple of weeks, that you know, we can destroy archaeological sites in this country by metal detecting, and Islamic State can destroy archaeological sites in Syria, Iraq, Libya, Egypt, and so on. There's no difference. It's still very negative, and it's a very negative world of competition. So I know I'm going into acting, which is a very competitive world, but I like it. Or I like it, and seemingly for many, many years I always have. To be positive. Thank you for my friends for watching these video logs and for your support. And one thing I've probably learned finally is that my last video log about these sheep on Friday, me being really distressed about these sheep on Friday, I saw messages on Facebook saying that you know, I shouldn't have been in that field, which probably upset the sheep, which probably made the sheep get caught up in the bushes. Well, I haven't responded to that because simply I knew what I was seeing. One thing, I didn't kill a sheep in that field that had been rotting, lying with a lamb inside it for the past few days. Secondly, I didn't force a sheep to be tangled up in barbed wire that had clearly been there for several days. Clearly I didn't make the other sheep to be tangled up in brambles that clearly, where it was standing, it organised a big rut in the hedge. I didn't distress this other sheep on the other far side of the field. So generally I see from farmers is that they're very cruel, nasty people. But again, that's negative. I did a positive thing by releasing one of those sheep, and I feel guilty that I didn't do more. Anyway, this is my video log for today. Thanks for watching.